them to you.
All right, Shalom.
But I would have you know
Shalom.
that the head of every man.
Let's start first by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh Shem Shai. Call halal Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings to the house of David and the elect. Now, out here in Sin City, Las Vegas, radio station 88.1 KCEP has IUIC on here, and they have their women breaking down, and they're giving homage to Jesus Christ right here on the radio, letting their women break down. And we're in the midst right now of their women breaking down scripture right now. Unbelievable. Salaki on the visual, but I ain't doing nothing but driving because I'm in the car.
They're just listening to the breakdown. I'm just in there just so we don't get differentiated with who's who. We let people know we have in here.
Shalom, this is Sister Barbara. I'm from the tribe of Issachar. They're the so-called Mexicans.
Because our church is very diverse.
Should be right.
In America, like there's a lot of churches. A lot of churches are like you got, like I see here in Vegas, you got a black church, then you got a Latino church. Well, our church, the 12 tribes, encompasses all the tribes, all the ethnic so-called minorities that are under one faith, like it says, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. So that's very important to putting us together as a nation. Okay, go on.
So I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my life prior to being into Christ.
Out here in Vegas.
I was raised.
Sisters get down, man.
They confused being raised as a Mexican woman living in America.
She's out here teaching a man. A man is the host of the radio station.
Being under rule under the white man and still seeing my people suffer. You know, it's a myth among Latinos that you come to the United States for a better life. Really, your children end up in worse situations than they would if you would be in your villages and in your cities back home. You know, one of my brothers is gay. It turned out, I started doing drugs. I dealt drugs for a while. My husband and I, prior to us coming into the truth, we were in and out of our parents' houses, sleeping with each other, doing drugs. I was a very miserable person prior to learning about the truth, and moreover, I didn't understand my own history. I didn't like the word Mexican. I didn't like the word Aztec because those were all bywords that the Spaniards gave us. I was constantly digging for who my true heritage was, and through Christ, I found out who our true heritage is.
Through Christ, huh?
We're Israelites.
So you just a regular church. You ain't doing them nothing special that they ain't heard before. You just sounded real radical out there.
My husband and I, we came together as man and
you know what? You can't do nothing against
the truth, only for the truth. He stopped smoking, he stopped dealing, I stopped dealing. He got a job, like a lot of women find themselves in a situation. I was working, he would just be at home smoking, dealing, and he got a job. I got myself, we got ourselves together. Our relationship was vile. We were vile towards each other. We were abusive, and thanks to Christ, we're now married in our own home, and we have two beautiful children.
Yeah.
When you say Christ, the image that pops up is Cesare Borgia, the Pope, the sixth Pope of Rome's son, the little Edomite. You're not thinking of a dark-skinned black man with a woolly afro, woolly white afro and a beard.
That good.
You're thinking of blonde hair, blue eyed, stringy head.
When I say be conformed,
Edomite, white, so-called white man. You're scattering the flock, keeping our people in captivity instead of letting them free. You let women be on this battlefield. This is a battlefield, even on the radio station. It's still a battlefield. But your camp is also known for letting your women be out there at church.
The thing about that was, even leaving church,
out there at camp,
I was confused. Still didn't know the scriptures well. I couldn't understand why I could open a Bible and still couldn't understand what I was reading. And then a man came into my life. God sent my husband into my life, who opened my understanding to the scriptures. He expounded on the word of God. He answered all my questions. He gave me the perfect breakdown. And for that, I praise God for my husband.
Where are you from, and what was your childhood like growing up as a black woman in America?
I'm actually from a little town called Portersville, Missouri. And when people talk about slavery, happened 350 It happened to me. When I was 11 years old, I was shopping cotton in this modern time. So slavery still exists.
Yeah, you know, Franklin, I mean, being from the Bronx, I found that hard to believe when I heard this sister's life, that in this day and age, that black people are still picking cotton, man. That brought tears to my eyes. I didn't know.
She's in the workers, migrant workers and things of that nature. Yeah, it's an oppressive nature, that whole penal system, because that's what peonage
like I say, even to this very day, we're in captivity and subject to pain.
Peonage is what they call the workers, the migrant workers in America, that system that they made them stay on the compounds that they had to pay to work and
you
live.
see, the radio station got them talking a lot and not bringing out scriptures enough.
And I believe Arkansas. But
the Icgjc sister was supposed to be, but she ain't supposed to be doing it anyway. Because this ain't of Yahweh Shem outside. The Most High God ain't with this madness, man. Got these women out here talking like that.
I guess what you call it, a service? I mean, I'm sure you would.
There's sisters that are called the Lady Elect, which are
Lady Elect.
They're part of the ministry. They're not necessarily part of the priesthood, you know, because traditionally in the Bible, all the priests were men, all the apostles were men, but they're a very important part of it because they're working with their husbands. So you have elect ladies and you have elder ladies that are part of the ministry. Like there's a tape on our website, thecomforter.info, and you'll see.
Well, say it again. How we'll talk about how they can contact you. What is it again?
The Comforter. Our website to our church is thecomforter.info, and there's clips on there showing that when we did a street preaching in front of the White House. Okay, in November, the sisters grabbed the mic on the streets just like the brothers.
Get the hell out of here. That's
yes,
going
there's
on.
definitely room. There's an
it is a shame in Corinthians, the 14th chapter. It says it's a shame for a woman to speak in the church and basically out in public worship. It's a shame for them to do that. Why the hell they thinking they can grab this goddamn mic and speak on something? They supposed to, if they will learn anything, they're supposed to learn at home in silence from their husband. If they want to talk about something, they talk to their children that are under the age, and they also talk to other sisters, possibly.
You got people that say
why you look at me like that, bro? I thought we was having a good time.
But you know, and they come to different terms. So having the same God, the same understanding of life is a big importance to keeping that marriage and keeping those families together, so that we don't have broken families like the sister, like slavery. You know, you got the Willie Lynch letters that basically taught slave masters how to break us up. Well, God doesn't want, you know, he brought, let what God put together, let no man put asunder. Without that knowledge and without that covenant between the man and woman. And I just want to say, we only have marriages in the church. We don't have premarital sex. We don't have what the world calls social dating. We have a courtship, which is a non-sexual
premarital sex. Sex is marriage. It's the consummation of marriage.
Within the church.
Idiots.
And that cause, we have lots of babies, like Bob was saying. They got 2 children. We don't have any single mothers. You go to a church and you got old women and kids. Wait a minute. It makes it seem like the children were born at Walmart or something like that. They weren't born of a natural birth because there's no males around. But the only way to stop that is to demand marriage. There's a lot of sisters out there that say they're waiting for their husband, but unless you're teaching that a man is supposed to take a woman as his wife, not to take her out on a date and sneak her into a motel, okay, for pleasure, okay? Unless you're teaching that and enforcing that, you're going to get the same product.
So what would your title be within this?
I don't have a title. I'm just one. That's why I call myself Brother Williams of Harakadia. I'm not one of the apostles. I'm not one of the bishops. I'm just a brother that's been around in the nation, you know, for many years, a few decades. And at the time, all of our brothers study. All of our brothers are well dedicated. We're well read. You know,
y'all don't study Hebrew though.
All of our life. Okay, so it's not just one. Even though we have main teachers, the Holy Icgjc and Comforter that God gave us, like a Moses type brother to lead the nation, but all of us got to do our part. Every brother has to get his knowledge. Every brother has to work on his salvation with fear and trembling, like it's written.
So back to the lane. So does the encompassing of all this knowledge, is it given freely? I mean, how would you, or not? How would you? Would you encourage other women who may, or just people in general, but since we're talking to you about women, the faith or the belief or the understanding that you came to, how would you encompass somebody else to gather that?
Good question.
How did it work for you? How did it manifest for you guys? Yeah, well, okay, you can answer or leave it. How are you? We're just dialoguing. Yeah, the radio station, flow with the
right. So you saying, like, is it for anybody to learn?
Yes.
As far as the black community, yes.
Black community.
As far as our 12 tribes go, yes. Other nations, no.
No, he's talking about our people like what would you say to, like, if you ran into a sister in a supermarket or in a hair salon? What is it important? Is that what what is important about you being an Israelite woman that you would give to another woman that's out there to feed them and let them know that this is vital for their life and for their soul?
Good question. There you go. It's a host.
One, just if they're ready to repent and give their life back to Christ and get the wisdom and the knowledge of God again and serve those 10 commandments to Him. So.
Just want to make it clear. I'm sorry, the sister's forbidden for a month. It's not the 10 commandments. It's the whole Bible. The Bible says man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. The original 10 commandments was something that God gave to Moses to give to Israelites. There's many others.
Right. So with a person of faith, that's all. We're just learning. That's how we encompass the knowledge, by just expressing it the way we understand it. With a person of a different faith, like one of the 12 tribes, would that include Islam, or would that include Judaism or Buddhism or any of those types of other faiths?
Okay, well, that's another thing.
Hey, let the ladies lay. I know you know everything.
He wants the ladies to speak, though.
So really, it's not about Islam, because you got the Nation of Islam here in New York and here. But when you really look at them, they're not Arab men; they're black men. They're so-called Negroes. So it's the Nation of Israel is our race. It's our heritage. It's not a religion in the same respect as a Muslim or a Buddhist or something like that. So black people have been found in all religions today. True. Okay. And you saw Icgjc Turner movie. You know, after she got slapped up, she started chanting into a box.
You got to find the box. You got to find solace where you.
The box got more life than she got more life than the box. So but she was anyway. But what I'm saying is that a lot of our people find themselves going into different religions. It's like a supermarket. You go, you get your cart, and you pick off the shelf what you want. But it's whoever owns the store is supplying the product that you're using. Okay. So it's really about, if God is really, if you're shopping with God, He has His list and the world has their list of what to feed you.
All right. Well, we got to take a break. Tim's just trying to get my attention. This is, as you know, the breakdown. We're kicking it live. We're sitting here talking to the Hebrew Israelites. Forgive my earlier mispronunciation, because they got into some other stuff earlier in my own psychosis I have to work through. So we're talking with the Hebrew Israelites here in Las Vegas. We'll pause. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.